Hey friends, James Clancy back with another breakdown video from our Designs, Tips, and Tricks livestream. In this video, we're going to talk about flattening complex backgrounds in Figma that will help you to generate better code in Locify. Be sure to check out the rest of our videos and let us know what you think.
Flattening complex background. So I mean, not just complex background. It can be like a complex graphic that you have that you build using Figma. So most of the time, so you can see here we have two identical section. This is just that in here we are using layered graphic. So you can see I've added like some
Yeah,
random
vectors.
graphics in
I love
here.
vectors.
Yes, yeah. And then I have text in here as well. So I mean graphics and text can be together in one design. And for this one, I am using just like a PNG background. So what I did is I flattened this layered SVG right here and use it as a background. So why is it better? Because yeah, for something like this, especially when you run Locify with this and then you have text like that, it will not actually convert it to one SVG. So the when you run Locify with this, it will generate separate code for each of these elements.
So,
So
question on that. Is Figma
yeah,
able to squash that down to one SVG? Or does it have a way to
I
squash it as a vector rather than a
you can.
PNG?
That's a way. That's a way. Actually, you can flatten this into one vector file, so it will be just one layer. But the issue with this is, I mean, it's vector, it's SVG, right?
Mhm.
So you will have a lot of calculations on all of the shapes, the positioning of all the shapes.
Yeah,
There'll be a
yeah,
lot of
no.
calculations in there, and then rendering it in code. Especially, I mean, in Locify, we try our best to make sure it's rendered properly, but you will see like some small blemishes in there. Like for example, in here, so this is the SVG background that we have. So you can see it's taking its time to show all of the elements in there, but you can see there's some blemishes in here. So it's vector. So and then we convert it to SVG. So there's a lot of numbers calculating here and there, and this will also generate. You can see here it will generate an SVG element in your code, and tied up with this code, you will have a CSS. So extra lines of code there that probably you don't need if you don't want to control the positioning of this when you switch into different screen sizes. So if you don't need it to that extent, we can just flatten it, make it like a PNG or a JPEG, and add it as a background. So to do that very easily, so I mean, I will just show you how I did it. So let's get this. So this is our layered SVG. I mean layered graphic. So I will just remove the content inside, and what I will do is I will just hit Command Shift C. So that's copying as a PNG and paste it here. So this is our PNG image. Don't need this. So what I will do is um, Option Command C. So that's copying the properties of this. And for this one, so let's just remove that fill for a second, just add a white in there, and then just paste it. So when you paste it, it will just paste the property of that background and add it as a background in your frame. So then quickly you have a background. Then when you scan it, so actually it's let's view the code for this. The same result is just that this one, when you click on this item, so you can see just now when we click on the SVGs, it highlights the code in here. So when you click on this, it doesn't highlight anything because it's a background of this whole frame. So no need for all of those extra lines of code in here for all of these shapes, and no extra CSS codes as well. So it's, yeah, lighter code.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
definitely something that we want.